Hello everyone, in today's video we will be breaking down this series.
Top leaders, speakers, and creators understand something the average person doesn't. Your hands speak before your words do. Someone can walk into a room, say nothing, and still command attention. It's not magic, it's nonverbal.
So the first thing we want to do is to create our background. So I will just simply hit new item. I will go with color mate, make sure width is 1080, height is 19 by 20 for a real size, and now I will just choose white background, rename it to BG, and I will just simply bring it to the timeline like this. Now if we go in our video, the first animation we want to create is this one. The three characters moves up, so I will just simply first bring in the character of this like here, and now I will just simply go to effects controls and I will just simply zoom it up a bit, and I will place it wherever I want. I want it like this, the final position. And now we need to create these shapes behind the characters, so I will just simply select the rectangle tool and I will just draw a shape around this character like this. I will bring the image upwards, bring this down like this, and I will just simply zoom it a bit. So I think this is okay, like this. Now once this is done, I will just simply go to effects. I will search for drop shadow and I will apply it to the shape, or first I can just simply select both and I can just nest them. Now I will apply the drop shadow effect. I will go to effects controls, increase this, and I will just increase the softness. And if we go to the direction, we will just simply change the direction to it will be like this, and I will just make sure to make this to something like here so you can see the values. I will copy the drop shadow for now. Once this is done, I will set up the other image. So next image we have is this, so I will just bring it to the timeline like here, and now I can go to effects controls. I will just simply make it a bit bigger with respect to other two. So I think this is okay. Here I will just simply select the sequence of this and I can just move it right here. Now I can move into the sequence. I will just simply copy this graphic, I will paste it here. Now I can just simply make it like this. So once it is here, I will just select it, and now you can just simply drag it to fit the image like this. So you can see. Now the next thing I will do, I will just simply bring this up, bring this down right here, so it will be looking like this. Now I will just simply select both. I will again nest them and I will just paste the drop shadow effect to this. Now I will do the same with the other image as well. I will just simply go to effects controls. I will just make it a bit bigger, so this will be the same size as this image. So I can just simply make it to something, I think this is okay. I will just bring it here. I will move it again. I will copy the graphic layer and I will just simply paste it right here. I will just move it to this position, and again I will just simply select it and I can just make it smaller to fit in the image size. So this is okay. So I think this is done. I will just simply again I will just extend it and bring this image upwards, bring this graphic downward like this. So this is ready. I will just simply select both again and I will just make sure to nest them. I will just paste the drop shadow effect to this as well. So these are ready, you can see. Now we just need to animate it. So I will just simply, I will move in this. I think this is okay. I will select this. I will go to position and I will just simply move. You can just adjust it to the audio of yours, and now I will just simply bring it down like this, so it will be looking like this. I can bring it right here. Now I will just simply select both and I can ease in them. And now the main thing is in the graph. You can just simply adjust the graph to something like this, so the start will be like here. Now I will do the same with the other. So we can just simply select it, and once it is here, I will move this nested sequence here. I will hit a position keyframe and I will just make sure to go here, and now I will bring this down as well. I will select both keyframes and I can just simply ease in them. So if I play the animation, it will be looking like this. I can just simply bring it right here, and now again in the graph, select both keyframes and make the graph to like this. The start will be fast and it will become gradually slow. And for this one too, I will just simply move it right here, hit on position keyframe, and I will just simply move a few frames and I will just move this few frames, and at the start I will just simply bring it down. I will select both and I can just simply ease in them. And in the graph section, as usual, with respect to the last animations, I will make it like this. So if I play the whole animation, it will be looking like this. So the one thing I forgot, I will just simply move to the end point of this animation, and we need to just simply align it with this animation right here. I think this is okay. So once this is done, if I play, we have this text animation, understand something. So first I will do this, then I will do this. So if we see understand something like here, so this is an opacity animation. So if I go in Premiere Composer, I will maybe find this animation. So this is, I think, okay. I will just simply bring it right here. So once this is done, so understand something, so I will just simply move and I can go to properties, and in this section I will just type in that understand. So the text is ready like this. So the this will be bold, all the letters will be capital, and the text color will be the same as this. So I will just simply go and I will just make it like this. I will go to effects controls and like this. Now go to properties, and if you see, this is not in the frame, so I will just simply decrease the font size and I will just simply bring it here. So understand something, it will be right here. The color is good, like this. Now understand something is ready. This is, I think, the final position is okay. The other everything is I think fine. Now if I play the text animation, it will be looking like this. So we need to apply some opacity as well. So I will go to effects controls. Once it is here, I will set the opacity to 100, and at the start I will move it to 0. So it will be looking like this. Now once this is done, the next text animation, if we play, it will be like this. So I will just simply move to Premiere Composer again in the browse section, and if I see this is right, so I will use the left one and I will just move it right here. So it is done. The text, it will be italic, all the things will be same. So I will just simply move and I will just simply go in this and I will choose bold. I will turn it into italic and I will just decrease the font size. The average percent doesn't, so I will just type in that and I will just make it capital. This will be also turned on and I will just simply increase this, and in the color fill section I will choose this color. I'm sorry, this is the black color, so I will choose black for this. And now I can just simply go to effects controls and I will just paste it right here, and I will go to properties again. I will decrease the font size to the extent that it is under this. I will move to the end part. The average percent doesn't, so I think this is approximately okay here. And for this text, if I may increase it, I will go to Premiere Composer and I will just simply make it to 3 seconds from here. Got it. And now I will just make sure to disable animate out, and for this one too I will disable animate out so it won't animate at the last. And now I will just simply go in this one and I can just make sure to, sorry, I will not choose this. I will scroll down at the end, so, or I can just simply move here and I will just paste this here. And now you can also go in these and bring these forward to make space for the whole animation. So you can see this is created. Now moving forward, the next animation, this moves up and this into the timeline. So I will just simply move. Once it is here, I will select all except the background and I can just simply cut them. So now I will just simply select all, nest, okay, and I will just hit the nested sequence here. I will move a few frames and I will bring the whole frame upwards like this. I will select both keyframes and you can just simply ease in, and in this section I will make the graph like here. So if I play, it is looking like this. I can also bring this keyframe forward and I can also make the graph to something like this. Now this is smooth. Now once this is done, we need this animation. So this is a bit, now this, so we need these to rotate at this side. So I will just move and I will bring in this to timeline. So I will just simply make sure to make it bigger and I will just make it like this. I will hit on rotation keyframe and I will move a few frames here, and I will just hit its value to 1x. So if you see, it will be animating like this. So I can just simply bring it right here. I will make a copy of it, and I will just simply move it to this side like here. So you can see it is rotating like this. Now we have these two hands, so I will just simply go and bring these two hands to the timeline. So these are here. So if we see, the animation to the hands will be like this. So they will just simply gradually come inside. So I will just go to effects controls. I will first make them bigger. I will go to properties, and I will just make the hand, I will just simply go, and from the bottom I will just simply crop this hand like here. And now I will just simply make a copy, and I will just disable this for now. And for this one, I can just simply go again, and I will just crop it from this will be 0. I will make the bottom to 0, and from the top I will just simply make it to something like this. Now once this is done, I will just simply go to effects controls. I will enable this hand, and I can just simply, you can see, I will just make sure like this, and I will just simply rotate it like here. So now I will just simply bring this, so the one hand is here and the other hand is here. So I will just simply go to effects controls and make it bigger, and I will just make sure to paste it right here. For this one too, I will just make it like this. Now I will just hit on position keyframe for this and move it out of the frame. And for this one too, I will hit position keyframe. I will move to this end part, and at the start, this point, I will move this keyframe here, and at the start I will move it out of the frame. So it will be giving us this animation. You can select both keyframes, simply just ease in, and graph section, make the graph do something like this. Select both and simply just ease in them, and in this section I will just move it right here. So it will be giving us this animation. And for these text animations, you can use Premiere Composer, just I showed you before. So this is, I think, okay. Now moving forward, we have this animation. So I will bring this other image, and I will just delete all these like here, and bring this image right here, and I will just simply make it a bit bigger as well like this. So, and I will just simply bring this to the timeline, and now I will just simply zoom it a bit. So if I see in the original video, it is something like this. So I will just simply rotate it a bit, and now zoom it like this, or you can just simply make it like this. I think this is okay. I will bring this image upwards, bring this down, and for this one, the color I want, so I will just simply hit the tint effect to this layer. I will apply it to this one. I think this will be the layer. So now I will just simply move it like this, and I will just make sure here, and I will go to effects controls for this layer, and now I will select this white, and I will just move it like this. So it will be giving us this animation, this look, and I can just simply decrease the opacity of this a bit. So the next thing we want to do, so if I play, this will come from behind, and this will be here, and we have some animation to this as well. So I will just simply first animate this line, and then we can do that to his. So I will just simply select the pen tool, and I will make a random mask around it like this. I will hit on the mask path keyframe, and I will move to the end point where I want the animation to end, like here. And at the start, I will just simply bring this like here, like this, like here, and I will just make the mask feather to 0. So it will be looking like approximately this. You can see this. So if you want to make it fast, just bring the keyframes closer like this. Now for this one, I can just simply again make sure to select the pen tool, and I will make a random mask around this. Make sure from here it is bigger, and at this point it is not. So I will just simply increase the mask feather here, and I will bring this mask upwards a bit too. So I think this is okay now. And now I will just simply hit on position keyframe, and at the start I will just simply bring it down. So it will be giving us this animation. I will select both, and I can just simply ease in, and here I will make the graph to something like this, like here. Now moving forward, we need to these text animation, these can be simply created. And now we have this, so I will just simply copy this layer upwards like this, and I will move it here and delete these two. And now I will extend the white background as well, so this is approximately here. So if I see we need to do that, so I will just simply hit on rotation, and I will just double click on it, and I will paste them here, and I can just change the rotation of this as well. So it is like this, the final position. I think this is okay. I will make a copy of this and I will bring it right here, and we need to just simply rotate it to this side now for this one. So I think this will be right here, so there too will be giving us this animation right here, and we will have this animation at the middle. So if I play, it will be looking like this. So I will just simply first I will just simply hit a rectangle and I will make a shape like this. Now we need some text here, so I will just simply if I want, I can just simply bring in this. This isn't okay. I will just simply move in Premiere Composer and I will choose the fade characters one, and I will move this up. Graphic layer will be here, and approximately this is right here. And now I will scroll down a bit and make the font size smaller so that the text fits and we have the text say nothing. So this is done. I will just simply make this bigger, bolder, like here. So now this text is done. I can just simply bring it in the middle. So if I go at the end, I will just go in Premiere Composer, disable animation out, so it won't animate at the end. So I will just simply bring these two here. Now once this is done, I will select the graphic layer, go to effects controls, I will disable the uniform scale, I will choose the anchor point, and I will make the anchor point to something like I will move it approximately in the middle, and I will add a scale width keyframe, and at the start I will make this to 0, so it will be giving us this animation. And I will just simply select both and I can just ease in them. In the scale width graph, I will just make the graph to something like this. So once this is done, moving to our next animation. So this is the animation we have next. So this is, so the eyes are here. I will just simply cut this right like here, and I will bring these two eyes png to the timeline like here. Now we have these eyes as well, so I will just simply bring it here. I will first set up the whole frame. I will bring this here and I will make this bigger right here, and I can just simply make it like this. Then we have this eyeball green screen. I will bring this to the time and I can unlink this right here, and from here I can just go to effects and I will search for Alt key to remove this background, and I will just simply go to effects control, select the dropper tool, and I will just make it like this. And using scale, I can just make it to the middle, so it will be moving like this. So the main thing is these lines. So how can we create that? So these lines can't be created in Premiere Pro, so we can use After Effects for this. So the other frame, we have just simply explained the other frame to you. So I can just simply create this line, or you can just simply go to pen tool and you can just simply make it like this. And now we can't do the dotted circle, dotted lines, this in Premiere Pro we have no option of dashes. So if you want to rotate it, you can just simply hit on Alt and you can just make it like this, so they will create it like this. Now once this is done, you can just simply, you can see, and you can bring this right here and bring these 3 layers upwards, bring the graphic downwards, so it will appear behind the image. So you can do this much on Premiere Pro, or if you have a After Effects, you can just simply right click on the whole sequence and replace with After Effects composition, and then just do these animations, so it will also show in here. So moving next, we have this animation. So this is again simple one, you can just create just like I showed you. And you can see the whole video, this goes on the same theme, so you can just follow along and practice on this. So that's all for this tutorial. I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care and bye.